Hello, masters and friends. I'm doing meditation from the past 1 month. I learned it from PSSM group. PSSM group promotes Anapanasati meditation. You'll be thinking, what is Anapanasati meditation? Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, Sati means be with. In Anapanasati meditation, the attention of the mind should constantly be on the normal, natural breath. My dear friends, the task on hand is effortful, joyful, oneness with the breath. No mantra to be chanted, no form of any diet to be entertained in the mind, no Hatha Yogic pranayama like Kumbhaka, holding the breath should be attempted. That is about Anapanasati meditation. Now it's time to introduce our present speaker, Subhas Reddy sir. It is my pleasure to say a few words about Subhas Reddy sir. He is the founder of Smaran, an environmental and developmental organization. Subhas Chandra Reddy is a humanitarian, nature lover, and social worker who has committed his life majorly for the cause of water resources conservation as a part of his contribution to the greater good of earth and mankind as a whole. He majorly works with small and marginal farmers and agricultural laborers, enabling them with alternative solutions for a better livelihood. Now, I cordially invite Subhas Reddy sir to speak on his topic, how to create livable and lovable cities. Welcome, sir. The stage is yours.
With respect to flooding our Hyderabad, the recent past rains last year, which were really very bad, which have put our people's life and infrastructure to a risk, to a big risk. And what small solutions we have in front of us, I am going to share with few alternatives. We can see, within our city, there used to be a lot of open spaces earlier. There used to be a lot of, water bodies, big grounds, open places, and parks, wide roads also. But now you can see in the same place, huge buildings are coming up and the roads are all paved. There are no, normal roads, like, they're all with the tar or CC roads. And even the small patches, like, in between the roads, where there's a possibility of rainwater percolating into the soil, it is not allowed now. See these few slides now. These are near Khairtabad area. See, they are adding more and more CC or tar to the existing roads. And see, these are the points, where we can allow the water to percolate to the maximum. But now it is zero. And this new metro also added more rooftop rainwater onto the roads. And even this is also, see, even the sides, see, below there is a CC bed, again the CC bed. So more the roof, more the concrete, more the runoff. So that is nothing but, in a few minutes or seconds, flash floods will arise. And the same way constructions, huge constructions. And during constructions only, there are not living options for the proper rainwater harvesting, which suits our Deccan Plateau. So those options are almost nil. And doing after the occupancy is not possible at all. We cannot do, to the potential available. This is all the new constructions. And this is what happened 2 years ago near Gachibowli. And these institutes, you can see, in front of the institutes, it's a flooding. Because all the area of the institutes are coming onto the roads. When we don't do any measures, don't do any required harvesting measures, it has to come out and add on to the road. These are the constructions happening in more than 1 acre or 5 acres or 10 acres. You can see the entire plot is excavated for the proposed projects. And technically, when you excavate the total plot, you cannot do rainwater harvesting. It's not possible. But still, the constructions are going on. See one dugout plot, how the water is still not going inside. Is the rainwater. See, it's not so easy possible in Hyderabad to harvest the rain. So much huge plot area. It still remains like that. And if you don't do this, all rainwater has to go on to the roads, has to go on and join the municipal drains. And they find a low-lying area where you can find at least 4 feet or 6 feet water flooding. And this is one example. See, this is a namesake harvesting pit. For so much area, we will do 1 or 2 at some place and see how it will not percolate. Still, the people are facing problem in walking in one of the premises institute, and see the parking is also not convenient. And you can find the same place how the water is gushing from the available open area. This is all joining at one low-lying place. These all every institute will contribute onto the roads. And this is one of the well near Nampally area, huge well, historical well. It was dumped with all the nearby debris. It is now it is not there now. This is one of the well actually. And I can say we have done some alternatives like there's a botanical garden in Gachibowli and one SLN Springs community nearby, adjacent to that botanical garden, abutting only. Earlier, this is the exit point of their 25 acres community area where this joins the municipal drain on the road. So from here, we are able to divert into the botanical garden. In the first phase, we have taken it into the botanical garden to some distance. But later, we have taken directly dedicated pipes to the boating pond. So whenever it rains in the SLN Springs, this joins the boating pond. And we had some challenges, there were some sheet rocks, boulders. Still, we are able to manage and lay with sufficient gravity. So nothing, there are no water, nowhere it stops. And this is the pond. And this is one. And also we have done some abandoned borewells. We call it as inverse borewell recharge with the surface rainwater. And there you can find, there are no vehicles allowed inside. So we have a clear water, no pollution. So we are able to take the surface rainwater. And this is one of the place at Rajendra Nagar. They are given the surface area only to an existing borewell. So whenever it rains, the excess will go into this borehole. It will improve the borewell's life and yield. And we have done in many institutions like Chellapalli. This is in 40 acres area. Again, here no vehicles are allowed. So there's a clear water, no pollution. So it's an advantage for us. to tap the surface rainwater, and this is the existing bore well, but with less yield. So we are able to divert part of the rainwater to this bore well. Otherwise, entire 40 acres water it was going onto the main roads. This is another bore well. This is abandoned. There is no motor is there. They have removed it, and we are able to divert here. And now they are put a motor and using that water whenever it is required. These are two abandoned bore wells in Chellapalli Central Jail. Here, whenever the rain occurs, this is the 4 acres plot. Here, the water used to stagnate for 4 feet for few days. Now there is no stagnation. Entire water is going into these two abandoned boreholes, and above there are working borewells which are having a good yield. There is no shortage of water in summer. Not only this 4 acres, entire premises. There are around 2,000 inmates approximately throughout the year. The same way the other borewells in the yes. So I have shared a few only, few institutes only. We have done to many communities, independent houses, apartments. So now the challenge is that in front of us is that, see, this is 10 acres plot. This huge water now will be allowed onto the roads. Like this, there are many buildings coming up, mostly in the Triboli side area. So how we can allow this to happen? And we can see one more, like, how we have seen the old city flooding this last season rains. The same thing may occur here also, in spite of the latest planned city. So how the departments will going to solve now itself. So this is my small presentation.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful presentation.
Yeah.
It is very informative and very much in need to increase the groundwater, particularly in cities, so that every human being should know what are the steps you are taking. It is very informative, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful presentation. I would like to ask you to please speak more about yourself, the work that you're doing, and please give us more information about yourself, sir.
Thank you. I was with the BSNL actually. I took voluntary and now want to do full time with my passion. And I find there are still many gaps are there in the communities where water is really still big issue. And recently I have done around 2 years worked in 25 government schools. They have a really big problem because there's no water. Toilets are of no use, and hand wash is very important nowadays, before and after meals. That was not happening at all. So they used to carry water from their houses. These are all like majority of the government schools they have issues, and we are able to do in 25 schools. We are able to provide them sustainable water through some CSR support. This is one thing, and you can find somewhere flooding, and some places water scarcity. We can balance them. We have to study, and I always call rainwater harvesting is a site specific. It's not just a simple rainwater harvesting where everything is possible. That in small words. It's a site specific. We have to design according to the site conditions, and also it should suit the method to our ground, where maximum water should be given back, not just do some implement a structure where it will take only 20-30% of the water, remaining goes onto the ground, again onto the roads. Try to give back whatever the structure you create, 90% you try to give back to the ground. 10% it may not be possible technically. So those are the initiatives and methods are to be done.
That's great, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your wonderful wisdom. Thank you so much. I would like to ask the audience, if you have any questions, you can ask Subhash Reddy Garu, and you can get your answers from him. And this is something wonderful because livable and lovable cities is what we all need, and not just cities, villages, and towns, and everything. So yes, thank you so much, sir, for coming over.
I'll say one thing. What you said,
Yes.
livable and lovable. See, water scarcity to some extent is okay, but we ourselves creating floods due to our planning, not proper planning, and the flood will not tell that I am coming. You please be ready to vacate your houses. It will never want flood nature. So water scarcity, at least we can wait and get some, pay something and get delayed also. But flooding is very, very, we have to be prepared. Every planning is very, very important. The layout of the roads and the colonies. It's a big risk to the public if we ignore that. And there are many colonies who are facing that. So this has to be seriously taken by the departments, concerned departments.
Definitely, sir. And as SWAG, Save Water and Go Green initiative that has been taken by Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement focuses on plant-based food, because we can save millions and millions and millions of gallons of water just by opting for plant-based food. So we propagate plant-based food very, very extensively, very intensely. And that is what our message is. And PSSM's motto is to bring meditation and plant-based food into the entire globe on a global scale. And we would like to transform everyone into compassionate beings, into people who can choose food consciously. And that is when we can really, contribute towards nature, towards conserving Mother Earth.
Swamiji, I would like to ask you, are you a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian?
Sir, I am non-vegetarian. I was vegetarian for 20 years.
So how can you justify that?
Which one, sir? Which one?
Eating animals.
So the day and the time will come will soon where it will be stopped.
You must begin with yourself immediately today. काल करे सो आज करे सो अब पल में प्रलय होगा बहुरी करोगे कब? We want you to become a vegetarian right now. That's how you contribute personally to a better world. Because when you become a vegetarian, you will spread the meditation message to everybody. When you are eating meat, you don't send any message to anybody. But when you become a vegetarian, you will send the message to everybody, and everybody is affected because of you, is impacted by you. Please become a vegetarian. That is our humble request to you.
Thank you.
On this World Environment Day, I want all environmentalists to become vegetarians and meditators. Add the dimension of meditation to your life. After 24 hours, what do? Keep on thinking. Set apart 2 or 3 hours for non-thinking. Close your eyes and become a Buddha, Swamiji. Subhash Reddy should become a Subhash Buddha. That is our kind request to you. Because you are the leader of the society. When you become a Buddha, your whole society will become a Buddha. So we want, you are a great master. You are a great citizen of Hyderabad city, of the country. You are a scientist. You are a social worker. But now become spiritually enlightened. And be a vegetarian and do meditation 1 hour every day.
Okay, sure.
Right now, I would like to introduce meditation to you. Please close your eyes. Put hands into hands, fingers into fingers. And for 5 minutes, I will sing something and will not do meditation. Please close your eyes. All society workers should become Buddhas and become vegetarians and save the environment through your personal example. For 5 minutes, I will sing. And you please observe your breathing. ఎవరు కళ్ళు తెరవద్దు, హాయిగా కూర్చుందాం. శ్వాస మీద ధ్యాస, శ్వాసానుసంధానం. మనల్ని మనం బుద్ధుడిగా చేసుకుందాం. హైదరాబాద్ సిటీలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా బుద్ధుడిగా తయారు కావాలి. ఏ ఒక్కడు కూడా బుద్ధుడి కన్నా తక్కువ ఉండకూడదు. For the next 5 minutes, be with your breath and energize yourself. Meditation means charging yourself with greater energy, greater intelligence, greater wisdom, greater enlightenment, greater responsibility. Just be with your breath. Dhyanamo, dhyanamo, dhyanamo sesamo, dhyanamo sesamo. కళ్ళు రెండు మూసి తలములని త్రుంచి, కళ్ళు రెండు మూసి, కళ్ళు రెండు మూసి తలములని త్రుంచి, శ్వాస ధ్యాస ఉంచెదమో. ధ్యానము చేసెదము, కళ్ళు రెండు మూసి తలపులని త్రుంచి, శ్వాస ధ్యాస ఉంచెదమా. ధ్యానము చేసెదము, శ్వాసయే గురువు, గురువే మార్గము. శ్వాసయే ప్రాణము, ప్రాణమే జీవము, జీవము. శ్వాసమునే కూడద మా, ధ్యానమునే చేసెదమా. శ్వాసమునే కూడెదమా, ధ్యానమునే చేసెదమా. ధ్యానమన్న ఆత్మశక్తి, ధ్యానమన్న ఆత్మదృష్టి. ధ్యానము చేసెదము, ఆత్మయ నిత్యము, ఆత్మయ సత్యము. ఆత్మయ మనము, మనకే జయము, జయము. జయములనే కోరెదమా, ధ్యానమునే చేసెదమా. ధ్యానమే చేయగ, సత్యమే తెలియగ, స్వస్థతనే పొందగా, అది ఏ వరమో, వరమో. వరములనే కోరెదమా, ధ్యానమునే చేసెదమా. మాంసాహారమే పాపాహారము, శాకాహారమే శుద్ధాహారము. మాంసమునే వీడ వీడవలే పాపమునే వీడవలే మాంసాహారమే పాపారము శాకాహారమే శుద్ధాహారము మాంసమునే వీడవలే పాపమునే మానవలే పాపమే రోగము పుణ్యమే భోగము ధ్యానమే ధర్మము జ్ఞానమే మోక్షము మోక్షము మోక్షమునే కోరెద మా ధ్యానమునే చేసెదమా మోక్షమునే కోరెద మా ధ్యానమునే చేసెదమా ధ్యానమన్న ఆత్మశక్తి ధ్యానమన్న దివ్య దృష్టి ధ్యానము చేసెదము Don't open your eyes. Be with your breath. Be with your normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath. कृपया कोई भी आंखें न खोलें. सांसों के साथ दोस्ती एवं सांसों के साथ मस्ती. सांस के पुत्र बनिए, पवन पुत्र बनिए बाबा. मैं मंत्र वायुपुत्र मौदम, श्वासपुत्र मौदम, हनुमंतुर मौदम. హనుమంతుడి దగ్గర మనం ఏం నేర్చుకుందాం? మనం కూడా పవనపుత్రులు కావాలి, మనం కూడా వాయుపుత్రులు కావాలి, మనం కూడా భగవంతుడుగా తయారు కావాలి. అహం బ్రహ్మాస్మి లెవెల్కి వెళ్ళాలి మనం అందరం. రోజుకి 24 గంటలు ఏం చేస్తున్నాం మనం? మనం కూడా ఒక గౌతమ్ బుద్ధుడిలో ఎందుకు కాలేదు? మనం కూడా ఒక యేసు ప్రభువులా ఎందుకు కాలేదు? ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? ఆఖరి 2 నిమిషాలు. Kindly don't open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you exhaust your energies. But when you close your eyes, you are conserving your huge amount of energies. Remember this point. And never ever open your eyes unnecessarily. And never ever open your mouth unnecessarily. When there is a work to be done, open your mouth. When there is work to be done, open your eyes. But otherwise, you close your eyes and mouth and go into stillness to conserve you and maximize your energies. When you open your mouth and your eyes unnecessarily, you are wasting huge amounts of energy, and you become susceptible for diseases and viruses and bacteria. You will age early. So you are expending huge amounts of energy whenever you are opening your eyes and whenever you are opening your mouth unnecessarily. Yes, open your mouth when absolutely necessary. Open your eyes absolutely when they are necessary, but not otherwise. You have to manage your 24 hours properly. You have to manage your own body's energy properly. And this all comes from meditation, my dear friends. You are all leaders of the society. A leader of the society should be nothing less than a Buddha. The whole society will learn from you when you are a proper Buddha. You are vitally important for the whole society, Baba. And I want you to be vegetarian first. And then meditator next. Final 1 minute. I'll play the flute and kindly be with your breath. Don't open your eyes until I say okay. Today is a great day for you. You are learning something new in your life. Just keep your eyes closed. No chanting of any mantras. No thinking of any Ramas and Krishnas. You yourself are a God. Tattvamasi Shvetaketu. Explore your own godness. You are everything. You are the God. You are Allah. Just be with yourself. I will play the flute. But you will continue to be with your breath, the incoming and the outgoing breath. Don't open your eyes at all. You are doing the greatest work as a human being right now. Meditation is more important than saving water and going green. Meditation is saving your own life, saving your own health, saving your own happiness. Be with your breath, my dear friends. This is called a Sukhamaya Pranayama. No chanting of any mantras. Just close your eyes and close your mouth and become one with your breath, which is between the eyes and between the mouth. There is a nose, and within the nose there is a breath. And become one with that breath. Become Pavan Putra, become Vayu Putra, become Shwasa Putra. రామాయణం యొక్క సందేశం ఏమిటి? అందరూ హనుమంతుడు కావాలి, అంటే వాయుపుత్రులు కావాలి, పవనపుత్రులు కావాలి, మారుతి పుత్రులు కావాలి. అదే రామాయణం యొక్క సందేశం. రామాయణం నుంచి మనం ఏం నేర్చుకుంటాం? ఆ కథ కాదు, అది గొప్ప సందేశం. అందరూ పవనపుత్రులు కావాలి, అందరూ భగవంతుడు హనుమంతుడు కావాలి. ఆఖరి ఒక్క నిమిషం. Kindly don't open your eyes. Today is a great day for you. You are introduced to meditation. You are introduced to your own breath. The breath is your guru in the art and science of the practice of meditation. You must teach meditation to all your wards, all your friends, all your circles. You have got a huge circle. We want to reach every member of your circle through this process of meditation. Just one more minute, 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly remove your hands and may open your eyes, my dear friends. Thank you, Swamiji. Madam, any questions? Kalpana Garu?
Yeah, it's been wonderful, and I want to tell you that I gave up non-vegetarian 10 years ago. That also has been a good experience, and I moved into vegetarian not because of any particular reason. I stopped liking non-vegetarian. I've been, grown up as a child eating non-vegetarian. But my husband gave up first, and then I gave up. And now my mother-in-law gave up. One of my child also gave up. Another, only my son eats in my house. But it's been a wonderful journey last 10 years, and I don't miss, I didn't, there was no agitation to give up or anything. I just peacefully, moved on. And this meditation is very beautiful. And thank you so much for this.
Madam, 24 hours, you should spend at least one hour for meditation every day.
I think it's important we don't take care of ourselves in this. That's a very good reminder. Thank you for it.
Yeah, Swamiji, any questions?
నేను మీ ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ 91 మన పబ్లిక్ గార్డెన్స్ లో అటెండ్ అయ్యాను. 93, 94
Wow.
పబ్లిక్ గార్డెన్స్ తెలుగు యూనివర్సిటీ ఓపెన్ ఏరియా ఉంది కదా అక్కడ.
అవును జ్ఞాపకం ఉంది నాకు. మీ ద్వారా ప్రపంచంతో ధ్యానం కావాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను స్వామీజీ.
తప్పకుండా సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ పరి.
Thank you, Subhash Reddy Garu. Thank you so much. Both my father and you share the same first name. So that is really wonderful. So here's a Subhash and here's a Subhash. So both of you are Subhashs. This is our message, sir. PSSM is spreading meditation and plant-based food to the entire world, and we are bringing everyone into this. So that's our mission, that's our motto, that's PSSM, that's WAG, everything is the same. So thank you so much, Subhash Reddy Garu, for giving us your valuable message, your valuable time with us, and sharing about flooding, about how to really create beautiful cities without wasting water. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
స్వామీజీ చెప్పారు, ఫ్లడ్స్ చెప్పి రావని చెప్పేసి సడన్గా వచ్చేస్తాయి. అలాగే చావు కూడా చెప్పి రాదు, సడన్గా వచ్చేస్తుంది. రేపు వస్తున్నాను అని యమధర్మరాజు చెప్పడు, ఉన్నటువంటి తలుపు తడతాడు. నాతో పాటు వస్తావా అంటాడు. పోవడానికి రెడీగా ఉండాలి మనం. అంటే ముందే ప్రిపరేషన్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఏ క్షణంలోనైనా పోవడానికి. ఎలా ప్రిపరేషన్ చేసుకుంటాము? ఎలాగే ఫ్లడ్స్ వస్తాయో అలాగే చావు కూడా వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో యూ ప్రిపేర్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఇమ్మినెంట్ జర్నీ త్రూ మెడిటేషన్. అదర్వైజ్ ఆ ఫ్లడ్లో కొట్టుకుపోవాల్సిందే మనం. చావు అనేది భయంకరంగా ఉంటున్నప్పుడు. ఫ్లడ్స్ లాగా చావు కూడా ఇమ్మినెంట్, ఎనీ మూమెంట్ ఇట్ కెన్ కమ్. సో preparation for your final departure is very important, and that's what happens in meditation, Swamiji.
Thank you, sir.
Swamiji, I wanted to ask you a question. In people, it's so difficult to bring behavior change. It's a very important thing. Behavior change about just simple things. We don't talk about big things, but simple things like managing your own waste in your house. Can you segregate in your own homes without creating a disaster outside? Small things like that. They hear, listen, years and years, but the change doesn't happen. So what is that thing that triggers that change? What is that thing? What is that ingredient that you need? Because sometimes you lose your patience, saying the same things again and again, but you don't see that change happening. And if we take years to, keep on bringing this change, I don't know. I mean, how much of change can we really bring?
Madam, 40 years back, I was the first meditator. Now there are millions of meditators, Buddhas. Millions and millions, literally. All over the world, I went. Where there is search for truth, there is everything. Where there is no search for truth, there is nothing. Either you are everything or you are nothing. With truth, you are everything. Without truth, you are nothing. Maybe you are President of India or Prime Minister of India, but without truth, you are nothing. Your life is waste. Your life is garbage. Search for truth is important. For every person, if you are a human being, if you are an animal, there is no need for search for truth. But I am sure you are a human being. You are not an animal. If you are a human being, you must search for truth. And search for truth happens through meditation. And if you don't search for truth, you'll keep coming back again and again. Punarapi Jananan, Punarapi Maranam. How many lifetimes you want? No. I request you to be a human being and do meditation. Search for truth, like Gautam Siddhartha, who left his palace. You don't have to leave your palace, but stay in your palace and utilize your 24 hours time properly. Out of 24 hours, 3 hours set yourself for meditation. In your own bedroom, in your own drawing room. Close your eyes and observe the breathing and see what happens. Everything happens. The caterpillar becomes a butterfly. The whole world will be full of butterflies and there will be no caterpillar around. Utilize your 24 hours properly, Baba. Manage your 24 hours properly, which I have done. Please, whenever you have any doubt, come back to me, ma'am. You are a very, very nice human being.
Thank you so much.
And you are very, very sweet. Take advice from our expertise.
Especially people who work for the society, you have to go through several, you meet so many different kinds of people, right? Every day you meet different kinds of people. And you have to, I think be in that state of meditativeness, or I don't know how to say that, but you should not be disturbed with all these things, So this I have learned over the years, but because reacting constantly initially, that was there earlier, but right now I don't react. I just listen and I process it. I take time, and then if I can do it, I will do it. If I cannot do it, I leave it. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Madam, actually, you are already enlightened, but you need this technology of meditation to support yourself and support your community through yourself.
I've always thought of meditation, but I'm not able to do more than 15-20 minutes an hour. Maybe I should do. I will do.
You are always able to do, but you are not willing to do. That's all.
Maybe. Right. Maybe.
Everybody is able to become a Buddha. The potential is there in everybody. We are not prioritizing our time. That's all. And I am here to make everybody make meditation the number one priority in life. More than your husband, your wife, your children, your family, your body, your water, your house, your architecture. Meditation is the first priority for yourself.
We'll do that.
My life purpose is there. I've been going for the past 40 years, going to every home, every village, every town, making everybody sit in meditation, compulsory. Many times against their own will. But I'm a very hard taskmaster. Very, very hard taskmaster, Baba. And if you don't do meditation, I'll come to you in dreams and threaten you. Remember that. I can come into your dreams and threaten you. Create nightmares for you. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kalpana ji, for coming onto this platform once again. Thank you, Patri ji, for that wonderful meditation. That was truly awesome and has really energized us all. Thank you so much.